Hello everybody, welcome again to my YouTube channel. Sarah here with you, and today's tutorial is a little bit different from what you normally are going to see, because actually I'm not going to draw in this video. I'm actually going to show you different style of fonts. I got this request from a couple of weeks ago, and it was really long time now, and I decided, let's do this. It really is helpful because you don't find a lot of manga gurus doing this kind of thing. So what's the importance of fonts? Fonts is really important because you want to make like a label for your manga. You want to choose the best line to create like a font, or a shape for a font that will look really suitable with the theme of the manga that you're working with. Or if you're doing for something, I first say when I want to give my friends like a birthday gift and they're like very far away, or I'm not able to see them, all I have to do is just draw a birthday card and write with this kind of shape of font, happy birthday, and tag them on Facebook. This way they know that I'm still kind of thinking of them, and it's kind of a nice gesture really. So let's get on with a couple of the fonts that I kind of did. I don't know how to teach you guys out there to do this kind of thing, because it's simple, easy, and I did this when I was a kid. I played around with fonts all the time, and you can come up with almost anything. First type is your own handwriting. This is my handwriting. I write like this. If you see my Roses and Guns episode 1, you would see that Roses and Guns style is actually with this type of line. If you really like your handwriting and you're comfortable showing it to people on the net or so, then go ahead and use it. The wonderful thing about this type of shape of handwriting, it's classic. It can go with any type of theme you're putting for your manga, whether it was light or has like a heavy sensation to it. It's really lovely to use this type of handwriting or this type of font shape. Moving on, this is what I call the balloonish, because they're like, you bring the letters and you blow in them, and they're like blow up like a balloon, or you just blowing them like a balloon shape. As I said, you can use that on birthday, something, or a light thing. Like a good example, Shugukara. If you're seeing the series on Crunchyroll, the introduction, you would see actually the Japanese letters are kind of blown up, like a big balloon. And the show, it's Magical Girl, and it's lovely, and we all love it. And everyone who's seen Shugukara knows, this type of font is the best thing for something like that. Or, Mermaid Melody, Talkie Mew Mew, this kind of thing. It's really suitable for that light, nice stuff. Really good for it. Strawberry Shortcake is really good also if you use strawberry shortcake in this type of stuff. Okay, so moving on to this. This is what you call a love style of handwriting. If you're saying you're drawing something that has a love theme to it, or maybe a classic theme to it, or something like that. There's an anime called Monte Cristo or something like that. I don't know. Monte Cristo, I think. And it has that theme of, it's like in the middle times of France, but it has like its own technology and things like that. It's about a vampire or so, and some weird drama. Anyways, Monte Cristo is a very type of anime that has a classic theme, with a bit of technology to it. A very perfect example to use this shape. Love themes also is really nice. If you're doing something like a love thing and you want to tag your lover on Facebook, just write something in this type of style. I love that a lot. Okay, moving on to the other style. Okay, so this one basically is simple. There is a style on the paints and on Movie Maker. I think it's called Comic MS or something like that. I was sort of inspired to do this style from that shape. It's where the letters are a bit cartoonish. So yeah, it's a bit cartoonish, and all I have to do was just go over the characters a couple of times with my inking pen. It really is nice. It doesn't really take a lot of practice. Just go over one, two lines, or three, or a couple of times, whatever you like, or however you like your lines to be. This thing you can use in cartoons or for say chibi episodes. It's fun to do something like if you're doing a manga and then you're doing like a chibi episode that doesn't really relate with the manga, but you have your characters in. Use that thing. It's fun. It's something for fun. Kingdom Hearts style, I don't know, maybe. If you have a Kingdom Hearts manga, there's in the end there's like a couple of things I think where the characters are sort of like they're not actually this part in the story does not relate to the original story. It's kind of a comedy thing or a comedy theme. This type of style will be perfect for it. Okay, the sci-fi-ish. It's super easy. You know, the letters are squared, and you can use that basically in something like sci-fi. I don't know any sci-fi anime, so notify me if there, something, if you know a sci-fi anime. It's super easy. Kind of reminds me of the letters or the numbers you see on the calculator. Okay, and finally, the last shape of font. This is actually the one that I used in my Leon video, where I was actually describing him after I did a picture for him, and I wrote on the side, "Don't mess with Leon." Leon is my own one of the main characters in my own manga. And I was kind of describing him, and he was like holding a sword back, and he really looked serious, so you want something that's serious. And maybe if you're doing something like a fighting theme, or maybe just something like, I would recommend this for Tekken if you're doing something like Jin Kazama or Horang or any other of these characters. Tekken is that beat up game. It's really one of my favorite beat up games, and it's a perfect style of fonts to if you're doing one of these action guys. It's one of the best style of fonts that you can use in this type of thing. So it's a more action type of font. Okay, I don't know you guys if you find this really helpful for you, but I think it will be helpful for the one who requested it. But if you find yourself, you want more font styles or so, this is what I was able to come up with on, quite a short notice actually. About fonts making and stuff, you can come up with tons and tons of fonts, shape. You can go, or if you want some inspirations, look around. If you're for say look around equipment, look around your TV, the label will be there with a different style of fonts than the refrigerator, or maybe check on your game console. The Sony, for say example, PS2 is different from the PS3 shape of font. Look on your VCRs, things like that. Really, I get a lot of my ideas from that. I actually got one of the ideas to come up with the fonts from my here I would like to show you this. I'd like to show you my painting package. I actually got one of the fonts idea from the German written letters on here. It's just, I liked it a lot. I'm not sure, it looks a bit German. Inspirations from many things. Themes of games, labels of electronics, things like that. And you can kind of mix and mash and make a mishmash between, lines and stuff, so you can come up with your own thing. I was able to come up with 7 different styles, and a matter of a couple of hours actually. I kind of thought of them, kind of took a break and thought of doing something else, something like that. It really is up to you, depends on the theme of what your manga looks like. And that's about all I can say really in this video, you guys. I have some requests. I'm sorry if your requests are kind of I'm doing it late, but I have to tell you, if you're doing everything alone, it's gonna take a real long time. Anyways, see you guys out there in my next video. Bye bye!